Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Oddly Enough show for the first week before the Super Bowl. And right now we're going to cover the Pro Bowl with Swingin Johnson. And, you know, people remember last year, the under in the Pro Bowl last year wound up being one of the best bets all year. The final score wound up in the 40s. I think the final closing total was somewhere in the 70s or 80s. I don't remember where it was, but the total was a huge bet. Maybe there's value again there this year. Swingin Johnson, thanks for being back with us.
Loshak, well, I'll tell you what, man, I am so glad to be back. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm even happier that we're not talking about Deflategate or softballs or the accepted standard PSI in NFL footballs. We're letting the rest of the world gab away while we turn our attention to the single most important sporting event in our nation's history, the Pro Bowl.
Look, last year, the under was the best bet of the year in all of the NFL on the Pro Bowl, and because they changed the rules up, it resulted in a regular scoring game. And this year, most places don't have lines out yet, but I did see that 5 Dimes has a total of 76.5. So if we see anything close to a repeat of last year, maybe the under is a great bet again, although, you know, maybe the market will change or adjust again. This line's not out of Pinnacle or Heritage or any place. I just saw it at 5 Dimes, but we have Team Irvin and Team Carter. And what do you think? Do you think there's value to be had anywhere? And especially, what do you think about the under?
Well, even if the market does correct, it'll have to correct by about 30 points to come anywhere close from the last year. I mean, I'd love to tell you history is going to repeat itself, but I was kind of looking at the side more than the total because, as you so aptly stated, getting a number on this game is kind of hard to find, but I believe 5 Dimes has around 75 and a half.
76.5 is what I saw. All right, so you want a side here. Team Carter versus Team Irvin. How is this year's Pro Bowl going to be fixed? I don't know, but if anyone knows, I certainly trust you. Swingin Johnson, what can you tell us about a lean on the side in the Pro Bowl?
Okay, well, I think a lean is a good word because if you believe for a moment that there's a significant betting edge in this football fiasco, I guess, that I have to tell you that you're either a jackass or a hopeless degenerate.
No. Whoa. Swingin Johnson. After last year, I take Pro Bowl betting very seriously. It's like the preseason, except even better because it can be even more fixed. People care about the Pro Bowl even less than the preseason. So that to me says possibly even greater betting value reading the tea leaves and figuring out how the game might be fixed. I take it very seriously. I'm thinking the under might be a great bet again this year. And if you tell us that you have a good read on a side, I'm absolutely believing you.
Well, if you're invested as a conspiracy theorist, then I see where you're coming from. That's your angle, baby. That's not mine. But as you know, this year, the venue has shifted from Hawaii to Arizona, which is going to have about as much to do with the outcome of this game as J.J. Watt's favorite color. But speaking of Watt, as well as the defensive fronts on both sides of the ball, let's not even factor in pass rushes because there simply won't be any. I mean, the skirmishes in the trenches are going to resemble more of a pillow fight than some sort of blood and guts turf war. But the secondary, Loshak, I mean, those still matter because it's probably the only defensive factor we can take into consideration because even in a meaningless exhibition game, there isn't a corner or safety that wants to be torched by the opposing receiver. So with that being said, I'm going to try my luck on Team Carter at a pick'em. Andrew Luck, of course, was the #1 overall selection. Chris Carter picked him, and he's going to have his best buddy, T.Y. Hilton, to throw to, while Drew Brees is going to be his backup. And Dandy Andy Dalton of the Bengals going to come in as a third stringer, rekindle his connection with A.J. Green, who just happens to be on Team Carter as well. And, you know, finally, it doesn't hurt, actually, that J.J. Watt will be on our side of the ball, more so for the motivational inspiration he's going to provide as opposed to leveling any vicious on-field tackling. And then we have the corners that are referred to. We've got Patrick Peterson, Aqib Talib, Antonio Cromartie, and Sam Shields all patrolling the secondary. Not a bad piece of drafting, Mr. Carter. Not bad at all. Team Carter, -110. I'm on that side.
All right, Swingin Johnson, Team Carter, pick 'em. I hear you. I'm telling you what, though, I might pound the hell out of this under. I'm looking to a little bit more, and if I'm, can figure out why last year's game was so modest scoring and see a repeat of this year, I might be on the under this year.
Hey, let me tell you something, baby. If you're selling, I'll buy it.
All right, Swingin. Thanks so much. Talk to you again very soon.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.